What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA SAGA.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video I will show you the latest news directly related to this story. I will show you that from the one hand we are losing the momentum on this story, but on the other hand a lot of people recently were added to the community and they are working hard in order to help us in this fight. And in my opinion it is very important and very promising for all of us. And before we dive deeper into the news, please share this video with your friends and family, subscribe to my channel and hit notification bell. And the most importantly, just hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. Because in this case, YouTube will push this video higher and more people will see it in their suggestion section. And this will lead to more attention to our story and eventually it will lead to more people involved in the community and this will lead to our victory. And this is extremely important. So let's start with Frank Ness website. We are on frankness.com and recently he published several articles a week, but right now, as you can see, we don't have any articles at all directly related to MMTLP, and I have to say that we have several news that might be very important for the community. And it is what it is. Some people are entering the community, some people are losing interest in this story. It is just a normal life, it is just ordinary people. But we have to unite and we have to fight till the very end. So let me show you the Twitter account of Mark Arbessel. We don't have the updates directly related to MMTLP that might bring more attention to the story. It is just several tweets, and I want to pay your attention that Mark Arbessel replied to Scott Muse. And Scott Muse asked him, once we get bullish data, are you considering class action lawsuit? And Mark Arbessel answered, there is already a class action suit in the federal courts against MMAT, allegedly on behalf of shareholders, but for the wrong reasons. Just typical class action law firms. I really dislike them. And he explained a bit earlier that he doesn't like the class action lawsuits because of some major downsides. First of all, the result of these class lawsuits leads to lower settlements, I mean in terms of money, settlements for each and every member of this lawsuit. On top of that, it takes much longer time to have a decision. And the third reason, right after the decision is made, no one can come back to this lawsuit and no one can do any updates on this lawsuit if you are not satisfied with the results. And this is really important, and that is why we have to unite not for the class action lawsuit, but for the different lawsuits that will fight from the different perspectives with our enemy. So, and let me show you another article. Yesterday I've told you about this article that was published on Investor Place, and right now we have another one, and this is a very good news that at least one more social media are pointing to this problem, and definitely this is working on our favor, and that is how we can attract more attention to the problem. On top of that, I have to say that the most important part of today's video is an update of Richard Hoffman. His Twitter account is roughroll999. And I highly recommend you to follow his Twitter account, and I highly suggest you to subscribe to his YouTube channel, Not Legal Advice, KNOT, because right here you can find very important and very useful videos where he describes some details of his lawsuit and of other lawsuits that were filed recently against FINRA, hedge funds and authorities. And I have to say that his recent video was published just 10 hours ago, and it is about 22 minutes long video, and I have just a brief, I can tell you a brief summary of this video. He explains the difference in between state trials and the federal trials and why they don't interact one to another with their decisions, because it is completely different levels. On top of that, he disclosed some details about the lawsuit, the decision on the Rosa's lawsuit, and on Richard's opinion, we might see the decision, first decision on Rosa's lawsuit in a matter of next 30 days. And definitely it leads to the end of this month, and I have to say that it is not the only date of potential deadline for some of our cases. Right here, as I mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, the most recent article that was published on Investor Place gives another deadline on May the 30th, and it is the deadline of the resolution of the petition that was filed by Mark R. Bessel. And let me remind you that it is not a lawsuit, it is just a petition to release blue sheets from FINRA, or to say the reason why they cannot do it. And in my opinion, it is one of the main points right now in our fight. But on the other hand, Richard also filed his lawsuit, and he has to make an update by May the 8th in order to make a response on the oppositions from FINRA, DTCC and Fidelity. And on May 22nd, he will have an answer from judge with the first decision directly related to his lawsuit. On top of that, Richard also filed his own update that orders the blue sheets from FINRA. And definitely, May 22nd might be the first deadline where we might see the release of the blue sheets. So, let me show you further. Due diligence is still inviting Cromwell Carlson to the interview, and it is day 11th since it started to do it. And I have to say that this interview might be also quite interesting, because Cromwell has quite different opinion on the situation with shorts activity and with the potential illegal activity of some authorities. That is why his opinion might be also very useful for us. On top of that, let me show you quite funny tweet that was made by Crucial Mix, and 17 hours ago he published this. I've got to stop downstairs diving, but you find such gems when you're looking at the right houses. And here is the piece of paper with quite funny information. So, at the top, from the desk of FINRA, best ideas for judge why we can't release blue sheets. FINRA printer out of ink. Dog ate blue sheets. Next one, if you see them, I will have to kill you. Quite interesting statement. E equals MC squared. It should be made to confuse judge. And the last one, they are in court, and we lost the decoder ring. So it is the probable reasons why FINRA will not show us blue sheets, and we will see on May 22nd or on May the 30th what will be the real reason. And before that, we will see some opposition that should be filed by May 19th, and that might be also quite important milestone for us. So let me quote you further. Right here you can see that Charles V. Payne retweeted this tweet from Crucial Mix, and the original tweet is saying, hey Charles Payne, thank you for your support of retail and the MMTLP community. We have bound together to run our very first commercial on streaming TV, and even the Fox News and the Fox Business app. And Charles answered, wow, this shocked me up. Keep fighting the good fight. And here is the commercial, and it was made recently by some community members, and definitely Crucial Mix is one of the persons who is working in our favor and who trying to help us in order to win this battle. And I have to say that it is really important to unite. And guys, for this case, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and share this video with your friends and family. On top of that, if you think that my video is valuable for the community, drop me a line in the comment section and share this video on stocktweets.com website and on Reddit thread related to MMTLP. So that's it for now. See you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.